It's neat to be in the pouring rain and see the blue sky and the clouds because the rain is just right on top. We've decided we need gutters for the picnic shelter. We're getting a lot of splash from the rain. Actually, this side does not look as bad as it normally does. We usually get a lot of mud here. You can see all this mud that came in from this side. And I think a lot of it's just from splashing here in all this dirt. And we've tried putting in grass here and getting it growing, and it's just not hanging in there. We got a lot of kids walking back and forth on it and wearing it out before it can really get established good. You know, if we had nice thick grass like this everywhere, maybe it wouldn't be such a problem. So we're gonna get some gutters on here, a little bit over here, just so we can have the downspout over there, because coming down through here is gonna be a problem. We had the guy come out that did our gutters on the house. We had the ones done on Caleb's house, but they were a lot more expensive, and we probably should have gone with the same guy that did the house. So we got an estimate, it's not bad. And so today I'm putting up some boards here. I sent the guy an email yesterday saying we're ready to go ahead and schedule. And this morning he texted and said the guys will be there today. And I was like, I haven't put up my wood yet. I was just ready to schedule. I wasn't ready to do the work. So he's canceled now. I told him I'll get it done by lunchtime, but he went ahead and canceled and said, just let me know when you got it done. So that's what I'm doing this morning, getting this done. Would have been moving the sheep and then working on Claire's today, but I kind of forgot about having to do the wood, but I still didn't think that I had to do it this morning real quick before they get here. They could attach the gutters directly to these rafters, but my gap between the front of the rafter and the end of the metal needs to be filled in a little bit. That's why we're putting in some wood, is so that the gutter will be in the right position to catch the water properly. Back out again today. I've been digging my trench. I'm over, so this stake is the container edge, that stake, and one over here there. So I'm well inside the container now, and my pipes are coming in here. This is gonna be the shower. I'm just beginning to bend all my angles, not bend, but put them all together. So this is the shower. That's the pipe where you can clean out if there's a clog. It'll get capped off close to the ground. I dug my trench a little bit too deep. I had to start lifting the pipe a little bit. This is exactly where the shower's supposed to come up, so I'm gonna figure out with this trap pipe where it's gonna come up. This will connect to here. I poured a little bit of water in this pipe earlier today, and I could hear it when it got all the way down to the septic tank. I could hear it dripping into the septic tank. It's all pumped out now, so you can hear it hitting the bottom, and it makes echoey sounds. Well, I'll show you. It takes it a minute to get all the way down there. Took it almost 15 seconds to get from here over to there. I will be burying all this. I've just buried enough to stabilize the pipe and make it stay in place really well. And here I did that. I did it in spots, and then I filled in between. So the trench needs to continue down to that wall. I keep saying it over and over, but that's how much digging I have left. And it's shallower now, so I'm not digging like a 3-foot trench up to my chest. But it's cleaning the dirt off the pipe too. I intentionally get extra splashed out so that it's obvious that primer was used, because inspectors are looking for that. They want to make sure primer was used. I go slightly heavy on my glue, so I'll glue both sides. You don't want a bunch of glue going up inside your pipe. Like, you don't want excess causing the drain to get clogged or anything. Today I'm knocking out some maintenance. I fixed the stove. The igniter went out again after about a year. And that's something you can just buy on the internet, take a bunch of screws out, install it, put the screws back in. Wasn't terrible. This afternoon I've been up here on the ladder. Let me get my finger. Picking blueberries. This is probably half of what I picked. 6 o'clock, so I'm going in to eat dinner. But speaking of maintenance, we also had a hose that was spraying a little stream out the side, so I cut that in half and used one of those repair kits to fix that. So a little bit of a fix-it day. At the same time that our stove went out, our dryer also went out. So we've ordered heating elements from Amazon, and those should be here tomorrow, so I can take apart the dryer and put a new heating element in it. The warranty, we usually do buy warranties on appliances, but our warranties are expired. I don't think we ever had a warranty on the stove, and we did on the dryer, but that'll be an adventure. Fortunately, we have a clothesline, so that's a good thing to have at your house if you have a yard. So from here over is where we've been doing most of our picking, and yet every single day there's more and more and more. I'm just picking right now for my mouth. We can't even keep up with it. Look at this branch. I spray painted the poison ivy so that when friends or family come over to pick, they can have a clear view of where not to touch. This is actually an apple tree that has a fence around it, and all these vines have grown up in there. We just haven't had time to release it. Last year, I took everything off of this one. It was the same way, and it's doing great. But anyway, this is the narrow side. This is where the rows start. You can walk down the rows here and here if you can get in there. I think we're gonna prune them extremely this year. So this is the end of the rows, and then you can see how long the rows are. This entire mass is blueberries. I'm heading down here to do some more digging and connecting more plumbing. We have the gutter guys coming. They were gonna come tomorrow, but then they gave me a call and said that they can come today after 12. So I'm gonna get a little bit done over here. And after they get here, I'll come back over here and work some more. I was talking to Walter about the gutters, and he said, no, you need to use my guy. So we're getting them done a little bit cheaper, about $70 cheaper. And there is the brand new gutter. I'm gonna show you the downspout. They haven't done the downspout on this one yet. They ran out of material, so they're gonna have to come back tomorrow to put in this gutter over here. And there'll be a downspout here. Here's the other side, and over here. So this one doesn't work out the same by putting a gutter here. So we're putting the downspout here. They did a little zigzag around the wood. Comes out really nice. We might have to do something here. I might have to get a pipe or maybe a splash pad to push the water out this way and get it to go around. On this other side, you can see the water will come here. There'll be a little short pipe, and then it'll come down into this gutter and go over. a lot of water comes off of here, so they'll have to put a little deflector plate to catch the water, because the roof up here drops all of its water, then all this water also comes down. So we get a rooster tail shooting out of this corner. We did get these extra wide, large gutters, so it should be able to handle a lot of water.